Rob and I have climbed and skied all over the world. We've literally climbed hundreds of mountains. And for this trip, we wanted to do it a little differently by inviting Rob's parents, my in-laws.
Yeah, heading to Kilimanjaro, the highest point in Africa, in Tanzania. It was really special to take my folks who are in their 70s to Africa with us on the grand adventure of Kilimanjaro.
And by inviting your parents, we wanted to show that mountaineering can be a pursuit for people of all ages. It's not just limited for youth, and you're never too old to pursue your big mountain dreams.
I am about to step foot on my 7th continent. Woohoo! Woohoo!
When you go on a big mountaineering expedition, it's not a matter of if something's gonna go wrong, it's when. So, ours started early with our luggage not arriving. Hey everyone, we are here in Arusha, Tanzania, at our hotel. Rob and I and Cindy and Jim, Rob's parents, we all made it here, but none of our luggage did, except for our carry-on. So we are headed out into town in Arusha today, and we are going to go shopping for some new things. We're hoping we can find some clean underwear, some deodorant, conditioner, stuff like that. Here's the room here. It's pretty nice, quite nice. Here's Rob.
Yo.
Putting some stuff in the safe. Here's Cindy. Say hi to the camera, Cindy.
Hello.
How's it going?
We're doing okay.
Good.
We're excited to be here.
We're excited to be here. Here's our little kitchen, living room, Rob, bathroom. We're gonna go meet Rodrick, who is our guide for our Kilimanjaro climb, and he's gonna take us into town.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm Rob.
Aggie.
Aggie.
Aggie, Caroline. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Cindy.
Nice to meet you, Cindy.
Rodman.
Nice. Rodman, huh?
Yeah, it's my
All right,
nickname.
good,
Rodman?
Yeah, even on the mountain, no one can see.
Not Rodrick,
saying
Rodman.
Rodrick.
Okay.
Cool.
Rodman.
Rodman.
Cool.
Cool.
Like it.
It's like, also on the mountain, you can't see anyone say Aggie. You can see Manka.
Manka.
Nickname.
Yes.
Okay.
My first impressions, I think I was surprised at the size of Arusha. That definitely surprised me, the hustle and bustle of a city in a developing country. It was fascinating.
Okay, we're checking out some of the local handicrafts and beadwork. Wow. So pretty. So we'll do a quick walkthrough, and then we'll decide if we want to buy anything. Okay, we're here at Fifi's, one of the local stores, and this is where I got my jacket.
Right? Okay. Thank you.
And this is the woman who sewed some of our things. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes, we love them.
Bringing you here.
And thank you, Rodman.
You're welcome.
We bought just a few necessities to get us through those couple of days, but luckily we didn't have to buy climbing gear and shoes and all the things we didn't have.
How is it?
Sugary.
Sweet?
Yeah. Very sweet. And then you spit out, and then on the ground.
It's 3:13 in the morning, and we just got the call that our luggage is here. Hello? The other form that was given at the airport? Hi.
Yes.
So, how are you? Good. How are you? Good.
Bags.
Pieces?
There's 8.
8 pieces.
Yes.
Our bags came at 3:30 in the morning. So we repacked this morning. Now we're having some breakfast. And we're gonna start the climb soon.
Sit up here, does it matter? Okay. Okay.
Boy, driving to the start, I think was a bundle of nerves. It was fun to go through the countryside and see the smaller villages.
We didn't know what to expect with the arrival experience, and you get there and then there's just a lot of people. I mean, a lot of teams.
Yeah.
And that was, you know, it took a while to recognize what was going on, that all these people are ready to leave the same time, the same day as we are. So there's a lot of people on the mountain at any given time. And then later it came forth the reality of, yeah, everybody's on the mountain together and we're all spending the night at the same campsite.
This is awesome.
This is cool.
Starting in the rainforest.
So one of the really cool things about the Kilimanjaro climb is that we go through 3 different temperate zones, from the rainforest to the moorland to the Alpine. So I'm really excited to see the biodiversity and check out some of the plants. And maybe, I heard, we might see some monkeys.
Hello. Yes.
Jambo poa.
Poa. Habari yako? Nzuri.
Nzuri.
Yeah, means
Good. Nzuri.
how are you, sir?
Jumbo.
Jambo. Mambo.
Jumbo mambo.
Mambo. Yeah.
Mambo family. Mrembo. Libo. Kama. Okay, 4 bigi safi kabisa. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. Ah, okay. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a nice hiking.
Thank you.
Asante sana.
We just finished our check, yep. And we are officially beginning our Kili climb. Here we go. Big start. Big fast start. No, not fast. Pole pole.
And then when we start out, right away it's you're going pretty steep uphill right away, right out of the chute, which was kind of interesting. And I go, oh well, it'll mellow out here right after the steep start. But the pitch continued for days. And that was kind of cool, but it evolved into a trail that was nice and wide and well maintained, really nicely maintained. And the fun of it was, all of a sudden we're into all this greenery and this rainforest of sorts, and you don't really realize it until all of a sudden you hear monkeys or see all the birds and look out and see nothing but green. And it was and the cool birds, really some nice looking birds there too.
Taking the photos. And how can you resist? Look at this. So cool.
When you think about Kilimanjaro, people have a lot of opinions about big mountains. And you hear people say, oh, it's just a walk up. But at the end of the day, it's an almost 20,000 foot mountain. And so the trail is not like a perfectly manicured switchbacking trail. It is a steep, big mountain trail. It goes straight up. There's some big steps, there's some exposure. It's definitely not just a walk in the park.
Starting out on day 1, we got into the mantra of
Pole pole.
slowly, slowly. And that's something that we continued to recite for days, constantly the whole day, because it wasn't a race to the summit, it's making it to the summit. And as we could see, it took a half a day or a day to realize that the pacing is so important, because it's a long stretch and your body's also adjusting to altitude changes too.
In the foggy rainforest. Spectacular, look at this.
We're doing it.
Are you gonna sit, Robbie?
Probably not.
I don't want to get me. What do you have there?
Pringles, a staple on any international expedition.
Agreed. It's like the one thing that's consistent across cultures, time and space.
Except they didn't really have them in Pakistan. A little bit.
They
They were a
did.
different kind, but. Would you like some chips?
Sure.
Yeah, take as many as you want.
You want that?
I don't know.
You should eat it.
Okay. Oops, sorry.
Okay, we're about halfway on the first day. Just got to our lunch spot. Look at this. This is insane. Like, just totally crazy.
So nice.
So nice.
You have really good food here in Tanzania.
Thank you.
I love all the fresh fruit. We just had these meat pies. Now we're having some fruit. Oh my, passion fruit. Yum. So we've been going for 4 hours, not including the lunch break, and we've gone up about 3,000 feet, 6 miles, maybe 5, maybe 4, I'm not sure. Our GPSs are all over the place. But I am in love with the rainforest here on the foothills of Kilimanjaro.
How's it going?
Okay,
Whoa.
I'm ready to be there.
We're getting close to the camp. And it's about time because the sun's going down. And we've been going for 5 hours and 6 minutes.
Oh yeah.
That does include our stops and a good stop for lunch, but yeah, I think we're about ready to get there and get our packs off and take a load off.
It's been a good day. Hiking through the rainforest here on Kilimanjaro. Jumbo. Hakuna Matata. Means no worries. About 6 hours of walking and we have made it to Mtuy camp. Tent site last night. Here's the bathroom. Here's the washing station. And we're getting ready to head on up to the mountain. I had a pretty good sleep last night. We were all pretty worked from the waiting for the luggage and the 3:30 a.m. wake up. But we're feeling pretty good, I think. See how today goes. Oh my goodness, look at this. Breakfast. That's beautiful. Thank you.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
How are you this morning?
Good, how are you?
Good. You sleep well?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Thank you. Good. Whoa, look at this breakfast. Avocado toast, banana, yam, omelet, coffee. Rob.
Oh yeah, very good. Yes, please. Awesome.
Thank you, Asante. Wow. the food is pretty next level. Yeah, really good. Really good food. I was not expecting.
Furahia.
Furahia?
Yeah, furahia.
Furahia?
Enjoy.
Ah, asante. Furahia. Thank you.
Hakuna haraka.
Hakuna haraka.
What's that one?
No rush.
No rush.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and the second day, I guess the first reality is seeing this campsite with hundreds of people, and you're this mini city, and then all of a sudden the city gets up and moves to the next location. And that was really a trip to see how that all worked, how an expedition works along with other expeditions, and your porters are a team as are others, yet they're all working together too to make the next city.
For me, the second day of the climb started pretty good, but I started getting nauseous pretty early in the day. So my day, the second day, was it was still great. I mean, it started getting steeper. We started doing a little more scrambling. We had, I remember, one rock wall we went up and over. So it got very much more exciting that way. But as the day went on, I started struggling more and more. So for me, I was concentrating a lot on that.
What do you think? Look at this view, huh?
Really nice.
Hanging in there?
Doing okay. I'm feeling okay.
Catching the other groups.
Slow and steady.
Yep. Steep and big steps is the name of the game today, but we're cruising, making fine time.
Fine time.
Fine time.
Pole pole.
Good time. Pole pole.
Pole pole. We learned pole pole is slowly, slowly in Swahili. So that is the trick. Just slow and steady. One step at a time. On these high altitude trips, we always just say, okay is the best you can do. Okay is good.
Okay, it's pretty good.
So cool.
Climbing the mountain and having all the porters and all the help was amazing, and I think that really hit both of us the hardest the first day when we stopped for lunch, and all these other teams were sitting on the side of the path with their sack lunches, and we come upon our team and we had tables and chairs and a porta potty and I don't know, a 4-course lunch. I mean, the food that they are able to fix on the trail is just something that I had never imagined.
Oh my gosh. This is like my new favorite thing.
The chips?
This is so good. They're like Doritos, but better. Salty. Sweet and salty. That is like heaven.
Really good.
Yes. Last night for dinner we had cucumber soup. Now we have leek.
That's for you.
Yum. Thank you.
Just one scoop for her.
Looks delicious. Really good. It's got like, it's not cream, but it's like a creaminess from the vegetables. And there's like this umami. It's like maybe a little tomato or something. It's
I think umami is a good word for this one.
umami.
Who's mommy?
Who's the mother?
The food so far has really exceeded expectations.
Big time.
Big time. My goodness gracious me. Look at this.
Yes, please.
Passion fruit, watermelon, tangerine.
That's good. Oh.
Wow.
What?
Oh yeah.
They're all there for us.
Right.
Completely, and the reason they're all running past us as we're hiking slow pole is they're trying to get ahead to set up for us. Their whole day is to focus on what our needs are, and when we arrive they want to have everything set up.
Rodman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mambo vipi?
Mambo VP.
Say poa.
Poa.
Hakuna matata.
Hakuna matata.
Yeah.
Pole pole.
Pole pole.
Good job.
Na wewe pia kazi nzuri.
Well, higher than that. So you feel it.
Bald.
11.3.
9. It's 11.9.
11.9, yeah.
Is it?
Bald is 11.9.
Yeah. So you're higher than that, so you're gonna feel it.
Good job. Good pressure breathing.
Can you take your pulse, Dad?
I think I got it.
More? Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe get rid of food.
Hold them. Take them.
I'll stare out the back of Dad's pack.
Doing the scramble. Good job. Okay. Nicely done.
What do you think about camp coming up?
I'm very, very happy to see the camp coming up.
Yeah. We got a
Very
little
excited.
downhill section to camp here.
Yeah.
Wow. Jumbo. Thank you. Thank you so much. Asante sana.
Karibu sana.
Ah, good job. All right. Nice work. Yay. Good job. We're here at Shira Camp. Almost 4,000 meters.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo! Are we still switching up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We made it! Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Wow. That's good. Good. Thank you. Got the sat phone going, and it's my favorite part of every day. Trying to call my mom. Let's see if this works. Satellite communications have taught me a lot of patience in my life. They're not quick. Hi, Mom. Hello.
Hi. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay. Getting up.
Did I wake you up?
Just getting up. No, I've been awake.
Okay.
I'm just moving. Yeah, so, how's it going?
Good, it's great to hear your voice.
It's nice to hear your... So you get up at 3:30 in the morning.
That was 2 nights ago. And then last night we slept...
I know.
Yeah. We were really tired yesterday.
I bet you trekked anyway, right?
Yeah, we got to camp in the dark, and then we had a really good dinner. The food here is really good.
For me, the high of the second day was when we sang with all the porters that night, that evening in camp. That was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata. Pole pole, hakuna matata. Watafika uhuru, hakuna matata. Wageni wana raha, hakuna matata. Tena jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata. Pole pole, hakuna matata. Wageni wana raha, hakuna matata. Sisi tuna raha, hakuna matata. Na kesho ni baraka, hakuna matata. Kesho kutwa ni karanga, hakuna matata. Na mwisho ni uhuru, hakuna matata. Sema tena jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata.
Woo! Good job, good singing.
Jambo everybody.
Jambo.
I'm Rodrick.
Rodrick.
Nice to meet you. Or Rodman.
Rodman.
Nice to meet you guys. Jambo.
Jambo.
My name is Eliet.
Eliet.
Dishwasher.
Eliet, thank you. Nice to meet you. Woo.
I've got you, Rose.
Rose.
Rosie? Jumbo.
My name is Salvatore.
Salvatore. Nice to meet you. Jumbo.
My name is Matthew.
Matthew.
Yeah, I am happy, more than happy to see you again.
Yes. Thank you.
Jumbo guys.
Jumbo.
Armstrong.
Armstrong.
Jumbo guys, my name is Paulo.
Paulo. Paulo?
Yeah.
Paulo.
Jumbo.
Jumbo.
My name is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
Together to climb. Jumbo. Now what?
Bado mstari.
My name is Peter.
Peter. Nice to meet you.
Jumbo.
Oh.
My name is Monaiti.
Jumbo. Jumbo.
My name is Olais.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Roman.
Roman?
Jumbo. My name is Rosemary.
Rosemary.
Jambo. My name is Zebediah Krukuk.
Zebediah?
Yeah.
Cook. Nice to meet you.
Jambo. My name is Double J, aka John.
John.
Yeah.
John, nice to meet you.
Jumbo. My name is Levina.
Levina.
Jumbo. My name is Paraja William.
Paraja.
Stuart.
Aggie.
Aggie.
My name is Joseph. Kempmene.
Joseph.
My name is Pierre.
Bill?
Pierre.
Pierre. Nice to meet you.
Dennis.
Dennis. Nice to meet you.
Welcome. Jambo guys.
Jumbo.
My name is African. Emotrash.
Emotrash?
Yes.
Emotrash?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
That's the trash.
Oh. Thank you, Asante. Okay, our turn. Jumbo. Jima langu ni Caroline.
Jumbo. My name is Jim.
Jumbo, my name is Cindy.
Jumbo, my name is Rob.
Pamoja tena wako kabla ya picha.
Yeah.
Wapeni tano wageni, wapeni tano. Wapeni tano. Wanayo nguvu. Kutoboa. Waka uhuru. Serebuke. 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 Wageni wetu.
Wapeni tano wageni, wapeni tano. Wapeni tano. Nayo nguvu ya kutoboa mpaka uhuru. Mserebuke jamani, mserebuke, mserebuke, wageni picha 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 hilo 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 picha.
Okay, we're here in the tent, and for dinner, we're having fresh salad soup.
Yeah, fresh salad soup.
Yum.
Starter.
Here it is. So one of the things I like most about mountain climbing is the food, how good it tastes. This is delicious. Thank you. It's like parsley, but it has a really nice fresh flavor, like cucumber, herby.
We were just laughing this morning at lunch about our friend who made lettuce soup years ago. It was horrible. This stuff is really good.
Thank you. That's plenty. Good, good. Yes, that's okay. No, no, no. Okay, thank you. Oh, the smell of the coconut. It's really nice. I'm just gonna take a taste of this rice. Wow, that is really flavorful. It's almost like limey. It's got this beautiful fresh zing. Love it. Okay, so this is vegetables.
There's more vegetable and like a sauce, kind of like a red
It looks
sauce.
like we have
But the red sauce is real
carrots,
good.
peas,
Nice.
okra. I'm not sure what this is. Tomato, maybe?
I was doing with the okra,
Just a
but
little
It looks really
put it on
good.
the side
I
because I
can't
made
figure
just
out. I tried one. It was good, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, tomatillo maybe? It looks like a tomatillo. It's not a tomatillo.
No.
It's like a vegetable I've never had. Wait, it's cake?
Yeah.
What kind of cake?
Cake, custard pudding.
Custard pudding. Yum.
Look at that.
Thank you.
Very good.
Wow.
Custard pudding.
Thank you. That looks delicious.
For me, the third day, the climb started probably about midnight. I had severe cramping probably from about midnight all night long. I don't feel like I slept. So my third day was the beginning of my downfall.
Can I come in? Yeah. Do you want to give us a recap of what happened?
Yeah, I just don't feel well. I have had pains all night and I didn't sleep and I haven't eaten really for a day. So I think I'm done. So I'm gonna go down.
Well,
and I wish everybody.
Yeah. It's okay. I hope you feel better. Yeah. Sometimes we just get unlucky. It has nothing to do with.
I know.
Mountains are tough.
It's tough.
And then you add in different food and elevation.
Yep.
And everything
Yeah.
else.
Well,
Bug bite.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good today though.
Does it?
Does
That's
it?
good.
I have an
Okay.
ugly bug bite on my arm, but
I pretty much knew that there was no way I could keep going at that point. It's not like you can rest a day, even if I'd had antibiotics on the trail, even I would have needed to sleep a day, and you can't do that. You can't do that on an expedition. Everybody has to move. So I knew when I got up that I was going to be leaving.
I think we should talk to Rodman about
that.
that and just you know, when you go down, if there's, you know, if your GI gets worse or whatever is going on in your stomach, or the bug bite or what, like, you know, do they, because we want to make sure that you don't go down there and, you know, what if you had to go to a hospital, like, you know, is someone going to be there with you, or should one of us go with you?
Or we should also ask him, like, how quickly could we get down if you needed to get to the hospital, like,
yeah,
because I'm sure that the gal at Big Adventures would help
Angel.
me.
Yeah.
Angel.
I know, but if you're gonna, I don't know.
just-
That's the only. That's my concern. Having been in the position that Cindy was in myself several times on big mountains, I know that when you get sick, it has nothing to do with your fitness or your training or your preparation. Sometimes random things just happen and it's completely out of your control. And so I had a lot of empathy for her in that position, because it's really easy in your own mind to just blame yourself and to think like, oh, for me, I always have this narrative like, I'm a failure, I'm a loser, like I'm not meant to be here. And you have to really overcome that in your mind, because at the end of the day, the mountain doesn't care about those things. It's just simply bad luck.
And she was pretty sad about it, knowing that she would have to leave, and then we had to figure out how was she going to leave.
Right.
And so we went and told Rodman what was going on, and then immediately he went into the mode to figure out how to evacuate you.
Just look forward to the safari.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be amazing. This has already been awesome.
This has already been amazing.
And then we get this safari.
Do I leave my climbing bag?
No.
You take it.
Take it out.
Okay, so I need to go through it and see what Dad needs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go do that right now.
Okay. Okay. Well, little update here.
Love you guys.
Love you. I'm so sorry, Cindy.
You're feeling better. These mountains, they're tough. 7:39 a.m. What's your best thing about today?
I found out there's a rescue car. I only have to walk about 45 minutes to an hour.
I was terrified I was going to have to climb down 2 days until we talked to Rodman. I thought, oh, how am I going to do this? You know, how am I going to climb back down? But it turned out that we could just traverse across the mountain to a patrol cabin, and then they would have a car. There was a dirt road that came up to access the patrol cabin. It wasn't right there. So he explained that if I had to leave, that this was the perfect place on the mountain to leave.
Good morning.
Hello guys, I would like to introduce you to African.
Hi, Africa.
He's going to be with us because I can't stay alone with these three guys.
Okay.
Yeah, so I take this mark.
Okay.
Awesome. Africa. Very nice to meet you again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love you. Sorry we're splitting up. I'm sorry you don't feel good.
I know.
I'm glad you're going to go get taken care of and spend a couple days
Yep.
at a resort.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Aww.
Love you.
We love you.
Just want you to feel better. We'll be in touch, okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Take care of him.
Yep.
We're great.
Okay.
Love you.
Call us anytime or text us on the inReach, okay?
Yep.
We'll keep it charged up. Okay. And we can be down.
I know.
You can be down in a day.
I know.
When Cindy left, a team member leaving, and the team member is Cindy, my wife, it was a bummer. It was, I had to refocus as you, Caroline and Rob had to refocus. It was the three of us now, and there was concern about Cindy and how she would recover, because we didn't know how bad her bug bite was and what the repercussions might be. And the good news is antibiotics cleared it right up, but we didn't know that. We didn't have a clue if she was in the hospital or what. So it was kind of put your head down and try not to think bad things about what you were going through.
Enjoy Kilimanjaro mountain.
Yes.
Enjoy Africa.
Yes.
Enjoy Tanzania. Enjoy forest amazing.
Yes. So beautiful here.
Okay. You are respect, my friend. You are strong.
You are
very strong.
You are the strongest. You are the best climber on the mountain. Asante sana.
Okay.
The landscape now is really changing as we get into these lava formations. A really beautiful part of the route.
All right, we're at 14,800 feet or 900 feet or so.
And I'm peeing like a racehorse.
Peeing like a racehorse, get you elevation. It's part of it. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Quarter on the left. And here's our trail to the top of Lava Tower, which is just over 15,000 feet. And that's gonna be our high point for the day.
That's the high point right
Yep,
there.
just to the left of it.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have some lunch there. Good day on the mountain, other than we're missing Mom, missing Cindy. Hoping that she's in a car on the way back to Arusha, and hoping that she's more comfortable the further down she goes, the lower she goes.
Stomach especially.
Yeah, with her stomach especially. Hopefully she's more comfortable.
Welcome! Good job! Karibu sana! Good job, Jim. Let's get a photo.
Yes. Caroline. Rodman.
Rodman.
All right. Yay. Woo.
Africa.
Trashman, Africa.
Yeah.
Yes. Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah.
We're at 200,000, highest I've ever been.
Highest you've ever been.
Yep.
What'd you say about your head earlier?
A little pressure coming
Yeah.
in.
Yep.
Just a little more, but not bad.
Not bad. You did great today.
Yeah.
We were supposed to make it in, it said 4 hours, not that it matters, but we made it here in under that. We were doing well, and
3:59.
it was like 3:57. It was something like that.
That's awesome.
That's pretty awesome. We passed a lot of people.
And our lunches were just incredible. You know, you get there and a whole tent is set up, and you go in and you sit down, and the three of us are there, and they bring you some food. And you eat it, and then they bring you some more food, and it's 5 or 6 courses for every meal, and it's absolutely delicious food. But just at that point, I was beginning to lose my appetite a little bit, and which is frequent with high altitude, and so I wasn't concerned or anything. I was disappointed I couldn't eat more.
One thing I think I've realized on this trip, I've always enjoyed it, but I think one thing that I've really realized on this trip is one of my favorite things about being in the big mountains is the clouds below. It is literally my favorite thing to look out and have a layer of clouds below us. A lot of times you still have clouds above, but I just love seeing that sea of clouds. Just it gives you a different feeling of floating and being so high. So yeah, it's been cool. See that? We're gonna see it, I think, for the next couple of days. Got the rainforest down there. One place we saw that was really cool was Antarctica from high camp, having the sea of clouds below you. So one of my favorite things.
I learned from our Tanzanian mountain guide, Rodman, that there are these big tree things here are ground cell, and they are just gorgeous. I mean, check this out. There's a waterfall, there's the snow. This thing is so cool.
Sad because you can see how the glacier melting. You can see water, like a waterfall right there.
A lot.
Yes.
I know, it's sad. Have you seen a lot of changes with the glacier?
Yes, big changes.
Big changes.
Yes.
How many years have you been here coming?
Now it's about 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
And the glacier used to come much further?
Yeah, it's coming very small. Every year it's changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, before was very big glacier, very beautiful up there.
Yeah.
But nowadays you can see there is other glacier, they gone already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And some of them on the way to the summit, they had cracks.
Yeah.
So seems like few years will gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys were very lucky to come on this time.
Yeah. Here we go. Through the groundswell and Lobelia down to camp at Barranco. It's like the landscape has come alive.
Pretty cool. Beautiful camp. Busy camp because two of the routes merged. So there's more people here, but really beautiful. Here we are, and then the summit is just up there. Pretty cool.
I still don't know exactly how that happened, but we walk into the hospital, you know, typical emergency room. There's like 30, 40 people in there waiting, and Aggie goes up and checks me in. I had never even sat down. I don't know if it was because I was American or what, but we went right in to see the doctor. So I was amazed at that, because there were a fair amount of people waiting to get in, and took some tests and said I had a bacterial infection, and gave me antibiotics, and sent us home. We were probably only in the hospital for maybe 45 minutes at the most.
So that was probably reassuring to know that it was just a bacterial infection.
Yeah, exactly.
And not more.
Well, yeah, because they tested my blood to make sure there wasn't anything in the bloodstream. You know, verified that it was a bacterial infection. And then the other surprise was when I went to pay, and it was, I can't even remember now, it was like $36, including the medicine.
Yeah, if you could see the trail today right out of camp, it's even though we don't gain much altitude, it's straight up.
It's like, to start, it's like 700 or 800 feet straight up, and it's a scramble. And so we're waiting for the other teams to go, because a lot of the teams are going to the camp further on, so we don't need to be in a rush today. So we're waiting for them.
A huge Congo line, a huge one, and it's all bottled up with people waiting for the person in front of them.
Yep. It sounds like we might have reception at the next camp, but otherwise we've got the sat phone and the inReach. But we'll try to give you a call or a text tonight or tomorrow morning or whatnot.
Okay.
Okay, well, enjoy.
Okay.
I hope you feel better.
Yep.
Take it easy up that scramble.
Okay,
Yep.
we'll do.
Okay.
Okay. Love you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you. Bye. Okay, here we are after our third night on the mountain. How
Beautiful
are we feeling?
campsite.
Yeah.
Beautiful campsite. Geez, it's all flat and just over 100 tents. Unbelievable.
I'm going to pan around.
It's a nice flat area all over here. And it's pretty much, people have cleared out now. We're going up a little bit later to avoid the crowd on the mountain. And you can see our the trail goes down there and then up, a little dip in there. You can kind of see the people in the sunlight up there. The Conga Trail up there, and way, all the way up there. That's where we're headed, and supposedly we'll be there in about 2 hours.
Yeah. Coming up next, the life hacks of Jim Lea on the trail.
I mean, even just sleeping in a tent, like, it's hard on my body, and I'm only 36, so you're basically a little over double my age. So how do I keep my body feeling good so I can be out like kneeling and bending over and not have my body hurt.
And scrambling.
Yep.
Yes, that's my dream. So
Maybe we'll do some stretching tips. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yep.
Wait. Let's do this one.
Yeah. This always reminds me of you, Dad, when she does this. Yeah.
Okay, let's go, team.
Hey.
Stream crossing.
So guys, let me tell you about when I started to climb this mountain.
Yes.
Did you see this place here?
Yeah.
This place here was our shelter. Is where we are sleeping, guides and tent, and where we cooking food for you.
Wow.
Wow.
So we put the big fire there, and then we stay behind the rocks.
Wow.
So here, from down there, to this area, we can stay even 100 potters.
Wow.
Yeah. So the thing we are doing before, every day you have to send someone early, more than other group, to get a big cave.
Oh.
Unless otherwise, some of you, they can sleep on this cave and others another cave, and because there is have just few big ones.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have been here, I have slept here like 3 or 5 times.
Wow.
Yes. Cheers, and
Cheers.
the bottom of Barranco.
Go. Yes.
Yep.
Rodman has some great stories from the mountain. He has been coming here for over 20 years, right?
Yes.
And he was a porter for how many years?
8 years.
8 years porter.
Yeah.
Now mountain guide. And we really love hearing your stories. Thank you for sharing with us.
Karibu sana.
Karibu-san. Yes, asante-sana.
Then we started working our way over there and then got into the technical aspect of it. And I guess it's just the unknown of, am I going to be on a ledge for very long? Because it was one of these, you know, or, you know, the path is maybe about that wide, maybe about 8 inches wide, and you're kind of shuffling through it. And I kept thinking, well, everybody else made it easily. I wasn't stepping over anyone, so that was the good news. But that was a challenge because of the technical and the energy you had to put forth to go virtually straight up. It wasn't a switchback necessarily trail. It's one that you just had to focus on and pay more attention to. You had to really pay attention to what you were doing.
It's about 95% to finish now. The hardest part.
Oh, okay.
Done.
So once you get through that, as a porter, you feel.
Yeah, I remember on my first time, I had very big basket. So the day I come into Barranco, and it was my first time to this route, and they told you are going to pass here, I didn't trust them. I said maybe they are just cheating me. But in the morning I saw people, they are climbing here. So on that night I didn't sleep. I just think about next time. Yeah, and when I get in there, I was doing like this.
Oh man. Jeez. It's scary.
Yeah.
So scary. As we head from Barranco to Karanga camp, one of the things is that it's absolutely silent. You can hardly hear anything. And I think that's one of the things I love most about these big mountains. Africa doing his thing. Thank you so much. Keeping the mountain so clean.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Karibu sana.
Now just up in the distance there is Karanga, which we learned means peanut in Swahili. So tonight we sleep at peanut camp. Here we are, Karanga camp.
Made it.
We made it! Welcome!
The peanut camp.
Karanga!
Ranga. High five.
Yes, good job!
Boom. Very cool.
Yes.
And I like how we're down here so we have more kind of view.
Yeah.
Ooh, helicopter pad.
Oh, wow.
Okay, just made it to our camp after our 4th day walking. Our 4th campsite, Karanga Camp, the peanut camp. Here we go. Here's the camps. There's not as many tents here because some people skip this one. And I'll show you the view just above the clouds. And I'm sure these will clear out at some point, but off in the distance, Mount Meru, just barely see that. Here's our cook tent. We're gonna hang here for the night. Shorter day today, but that'll be nice for tomorrow and the next day. So get a little extra time here. Be good. Thank you.
Dennis, what do we have here?
Yeah, chips.
Chips, yum.
Chips.
Good, thank you. That's plenty. That's good for now. Okay, that's a lot.
So the food experience was really something because we were eating different things. Every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, was 5 to 6 courses. I mean, even breakfast was you know, you had pancakes and you thought you were done. You know, you had we must have had cereal, oatmeal, of sorts, and then the eggs show up. You know, and then pastries, and it went on and on and on.
What is this?
Quiche.
Quiche.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a little bit.
Later on, at another campsite, when we stopped, we asked to go to the chef's tent.
We're going to check out the kitchen. Ah, Ernest, I like your hat.
To watch him prep the meal. And, you know, there's no running water, there's not even a counter, there's not even a chair, and there's a guy sitting there on an overturned bucket with a chef top, white top on, and a chef hat, and he's got a cutting board, and he's slicing things up right there. And all around him are all the foods that he's prepping, all the fruits and the vegetables and everything. And it was an amazing experience. We were videoing it like it was a reality chef show, which it was. And it was just unbelievable to see how he did it.
Delicious. Yum. Vegetables and the soup.
And then he's going to bake something. And you go, well, how's he going to do that? And he rolls out all this tin foil, and then he's got something going in the fry pan, and then he covers it with this huge bonnet of tin foil, and it's baking. It's just a total experience to see somebody cooking great food under those circumstances.
Every meal we've had has been so good.
So good.
Yes. It's unbelievable.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
His pots were huge, huge big pots, maybe of rice or potatoes or things like that. And then that reality is that he's cooking, we think for us, which he is, but you know, there's 20-some porters out there that are pretty hungry also. So he's cooking for an army.
Thank you for letting us into the kitchen.
This is amazing.
Very cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna let Ernest get back to it, and we're gonna go check out the sunset, have some tea.
Okay.
Okay.
Tea and pepperoni.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, it's good. This is unbelievable. This sunset here. I think this might be my favorite spot so far. They just keep getting better and better. Okay, so what we are having now, the green pepper soup. How is it, Rob?
It's so incredibly good.
So good.
Every soup we have. Never had green pepper soup, and it's so incredibly good.
Jim, how do you like it?
Delicious.
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 The chef made us a cake.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Yay. Yay. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
It was incredible.
And there we are on a mountain, you know, at 16,000 feet having a cake. And I mean, this wasn't a little cake. It was a big cake with frosting and everything.
Cake with the fruit topping. 13,000 feet.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you. Good night.
Good night. Lala salama.
Nice, light and fluffy, isn't it?
Very tasty.
Oh yeah.
How is it, Rob?
It's so light and fluffy. Like, how did you bake this right at 13,000 feet?
Okay. You can see it looks really moist. It's really light and fluffy. It just melts in your mouth. That is a really good cake. And it has sort of like a custard pudding on top. It's really airy. Really good. Wow, wow, wow. All right, it's Saturday and 5th day of our Kilimanjaro trip. We're all packed up and ready to rumble.
On the 5th day, we started out and we were heading to high camp. So that was a big deal because we were going up to 16,500, I believe. And we started out, and again, the conga line was going up and it got a little bit steeper in parts, and we head up and up and up.
Some small switchbacks, and at the top of this ridge, we'll be at Barafu. Okay, we've made it to Barafu, which means ice, not snow in Swahili. But this is not our high point for today. We're going up another 1,000 feet or so, 300 meters to Kosovo.
Because Rodman's the man and he gets us a special high camp.
Yes.
Closer to the summit.
Yes.
Better chance for success tomorrow.
Easier summit day. It's like the moon.
And another cool thing about this camp, we're about the same elevation as the lava towers, which we were at, is that 2 days ago? 2 or 3 days ago, I don't know. Which was our acclimatization hike. So every step we take above here is Jim's new high point for hiking and climbing.
For life.
For life.
Jim, how does it feel? Each step you're...
Really elevated.
All right, yeah, all right.
Good.
Good.
Good and elevated.
Nice.
The campsite was spread out. So some of it was at a lower level, and then some of it was at an upper level, which was another 15, 20-minute hike going up. And so you're walking through some people, some groups setting up tents and so forth.
Jumbo.
Jambo mambo.
And Rob looks at the guy, at the porter, carrying the water on his head, and he's going, "Hey, can I carry that?" And the porter, I'm sure, I didn't see it actually happen. His reaction would have been, you know, "What? You want to do that?" So he gives Rob the water, and Rob puts it on his head. And so Rob's walking up, you know, the whole way. And then when we walk into camp, our site was actually the farthest one up, I think. And all the porters kind of stopped in awe because they'd never seen one of the people on the expedition carrying water or carrying anything of theirs. And they actually stopped and gave him an ovation.
Jumbo. Asante sana. Oh. Good job.
Good job.
You You guys are so strong. Thank you. Yes.
Babu! Babu! I am a song. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yay.
That was awesome. That was really awesome.
We are here at Kosovo Camp on Kilimanjaro. Approximately 16,000 feet, about 5,000 meters. We're resting here because at 11 p.m. tonight, we'll wake up, pack our bags, and if all goes well, in about 18 hours, we'll be on the roof of Africa, the summit of Kilimanjaro.
So night 5, we go to bed at 6 p.m. because we're going to get up, I think about 11 p.m. In order to leave at midnight. So you go to bed at 6 and there's still, you know, a little noise around camp and things like that, and you're not tired yet enough to, you know, conk out. You're tired enough to relax, but not to go to sleep. So it took quite a while to, you know, just sit there and try to relax, just anticipating what's going to happen, how the whole thing's going to unfold in the morning. And I finally got, I'm thinking maybe 2-3 hours of sleep. And then they woke us up at 11 o'clock.
Final push here, last couple sips of coffee. It's 12:15 a.m. on September 25th, 2022. We're gonna go to the summit of Kilimanjaro.
All right, here we go. Yeah. We're all excited and ready to go. The wind died down, so that's real good news. But it's still dark out. We'll make it.
How'd you sleep, Jim?
A little.
Yay! Okay, we start now.
Yeah.
To the summit. Asante sana.
Karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
Badai.
See you in a little bit.
Taurana badai.
We're in the dark, and so you just kind of put your head down so your headlamp is showing you the path, and you just keep, you know, I was pretty much following one of our guides, Africa, who was right there, and Rob and Caroline were usually a little bit ahead of me, moving along, and we started kind of slowly passing people along the way, and as we got higher, I didn't realize how many people we had passed, and they were guessing maybe, like, I would have thought maybe a dozen people, maybe 2 dozen at most, but it seemed like they were indicating to me later that it was about 50 people or so, that we just kind of put our head down. They were taking breaks and we were just pole. We just kept going up and up and up. And then all of a sudden we were ahead of everybody. And then we kind of had it to ourselves, which was really cool.
Jumbo, jumbo. All right, Pops. Looking great. Good job, Caroline. All right, Africa. Yeah, we're doing it.
And then you get up to what I'll call a fault summit, and then it kind of levels out where it's a very gentle climb.
Still a point. Woo! Just shy of 19,000 feet. Nice job, Pops. Nice job, Robin. Very cool.
You guys are amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's good. So what do you think? Almost 19,000. You just said this is the early start. We're so strong.
Thank you. Hakuna haraka. Haraka, haraka. The puffy pants on. Hands up. Puffy pants.
Summit day was pretty special, and as we approached the summit, I think Jim only got faster. He just kept trucking along, and he kind of blew up the time plan from our guide who was trying to get us there at sunrise. But it actually ended up being pretty cool because we got up there and we were the only people, and we had, I don't know, maybe we had a half hour before even sunrise, so it was really cool.
Thanks for doing this with me, Fox, with us. It was really cool and really special. It was awesome. We're gonna remember this, remember, huh? Woo! Doing it! And the watch just turned 19,000. 19,000. Woo! Super, super! 19,000! Super, super! Well, we're steps from the summit. Took us a while to get here. Got cold there for a while. Yep. But we're literally steps. All right, let's go check it out. Here we are! Hakuna Matata! Alright! And we made it! Early! We're too early, we're too fast. Look at this! The sun is just starting to peek out over there.
And again, we're kind of waiting for the sun to come up, and slowly it gets a little bit lighter. And in the far distance was another peak called Meru, which is at about 15,000 feet, and it's a real pyramid shape. And in the atmosphere, as the sun came up, the shadow from that pyramid showed up in the atmosphere. And that, to me, that was the highlight. That was over the top.
The last time I saw that was when Rob and I climbed the Grand Teton. We saw the shadow of the Grand in the atmosphere.
It's amazing. Get in there, Rob.
Remember that?
What's that?
When we saw that in the Grand?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the most special thing in climbing mountains, I think, is seeing the summit shadow. That is incredible. The summit was really special because we had the sunrise, and it was a beautiful sunrise. But like a lot of summits, there's a kind of like a little bit of frenzy. You know, you take your photos and you do the thing. But you know, the highlight is the whole experience of climbing the mountain and the people around you and this beautiful place that you're in. It's not this singular spot that you make, make a couple photos and selfies at. So of course the summit was special, but it was more about the full experience.
Rob, you usually call your parents from the summit.
Here with Dad, and it's like such a special moment.
This is
long time coming from Grand Teton when I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
And we're just missing Mom, you know.
But
we'll try to call her in a minute.
Yeah.
But this is awesome.
This is summit number 5.
Summit 5 of the 7 summits, and 3 for Caroline. Number 1 of the 7 summits for Pops.
Jim, you're ready for Everest.
I was having a hard time. I couldn't keep up with them on the summit ridge. That was just awesome. And then we get to experience one of the best sunrises I've ever seen in my life.
This is one of the best sunrises I've ever seen on a big mountain.
Amazing.
So amazing.
Oh, I'll never forget that sunrise. To be up there for a whole hour, to have the whole top of the mountain to ourselves, and to see that summit pyramid, and it was really special.
I've learned a lot from Jim on this trip. I've learned so much from Rodman in Africa, from their whole crew, all the porters, and it's been really, really amazing. Mostly, the biggest lesson, Hakuna Matata. No worries.
And then we looked down just a little bit, and you could see how the glacier had been melting back. And the glacier just all of a sudden started, and it was just dirt right up to it, and then it went up, I don't know, 30, 40 feet or something like that. And then it went on from there, but you could just, you got the feeling of the warming climate and the effect it had, because I'm sure that glacier was where I was standing watching years before.
Good job, Jumbo! Jumbo Boa! Well, Rob and I have climbed a lot of big mountains together, and I have to say, this has been one of the most special.
I tried to call Grandma.
Yeah.
It rang enough that I felt like I should hang up. So I tried. So I don't know if you want to try. Wake her up, but if you tell me if it's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're hoping you have sweet dreams knowing that we summited.
Yep. We're gonna walk down now, and we'll be back in town tomorrow, but we're missing you here, and we just wanted to call and say, how do you say it in Swahili?
What?
Sweet dreams.
Lala Salama.
Lala Salama, Grandma. Lala Salama. That means sweet dreams in Swahili.
And then after maybe a mile or so, you come down a different direction, a different trail, which is a lot of loose, I want to say gravel, loose soil, where you kind of sink into it, and it got very steep. It was like a big bowl heading down. And so you could actually run if you wanted to, but you'd sink in to your ankles with every step. And that was fun for about the first 15 minutes, but it was a couple miles going down. And I don't remember what the time element was, but that could have easily been an hour of just on that stretch going downhill back to our campsite.
I'm really impressed by Jim's strength, stamina, speed, his performance at altitude, his like technical descending skills. You know, like, I'm really impressed.
When we got back to Stella Point, is that the name of it?
Yes.
Stella Point, Rodman was telling me, he's like, you got to get Jim signed up for another expedition. He is like next level on high altitude. And I was like, I hear you, you know, let's see how much he enjoyed it, because that's the most important part. But yeah, man, he crushed it.
Crushed.
And a real thrill, another highlight for me was when we got back to the campsite, all the porters were there waiting and celebrating and singing and excited.
Thank you.
Kilimanjaro. Thank you. It's okay. Thank you.
Reaching the summit was just satisfying for all the preparation that had gone into it, and it was just cool to be on the top of a mountain that's 19,000 feet. That was much higher than I'd ever been, and it felt like an accomplishment. I guess was great. And what's really cool is it's one of the 7 summits. That was good. But the kind of the cool part was to be with you guys and to have that. And that's where we were missing you and toasting to you because you woulda, coulda, shoulda been there. And I know you would have made it.
Yes. Oh, I was ecstatic when I heard that you had summited. It was. I was watching. I was watching on the computer, watching you guys make your.
You could see us inching up?
Yes, I could.
Cool.
Earlier that evening, I had gone to dinner knowing that you were going to be getting up to start your climb that night. And I got so emotional at dinner, I started crying, and the waiter had to walk me all the way back to my room. He was so nice. I asked him directions, and he said, let me just take you. I got very emotional knowing that you were going to be leaving in a few hours for your summit push.
So, Cindy earlier in the trip on day 2 wasn't feeling well, stomach pains, had to go down. She went to the hospital and it was confirmed that she had a bacterial infection from the one and only bug bite she got in Arusha. So she's been hanging out with Aggie down in Arusha, and it sounds like she's on antibiotics, and we are stoked to reunite the Lea family in just a few, maybe 30 hours we'll be together.
I think we'll see her in about 24 to 26 hours.
You think? I think
because
30.
No, because she's coming to the gate.
I know, but I have to share this other update. I always send my mom a tracker from a satellite GPS device on every big mountain I do. And this morning she said to me, Bahati, Nima, Nguvu, Iwa Nawe, Pole Pole, Nakupenda. She says, I hope this says what I intend, sending good mountain spirit energy wishes and lots of love. Which is the sweetest thing, and it's really fun that she cares so much. I wish she could be here with me. We just had a great lunch.
Is that ready or no?
Packed up camp, and we're ready to head down 6,000 more feet, or about like 1,800 meters, to Mueka camp, where we'll be closer to the rainforest. We'll go from the Alpine to the moorland, and we'll be at a much nicer sleeping altitude to recover.
The descent. Done about almost 1,500 so far from high camp. Heading to Millennium Camp, and then what's the camp we're going to? Mueka camp. 6,000 feet below our high camp. Just at 16,000 feet, so we're going down to 10. Glad
10,000 feet down today?
6,000.
No, but from total.
Oh, yes.
We're going 9,000 feet down.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Wait, we hold it up. What happened?
I tripped on a rock.
Always the descent that gets you.
Yep. Lots of rocks in the trail, and it got me.
Okay, one more on the camera.
That's the good news, because I thought it was a hole in the pants.
We're here at Mueka camp. Yay! Jumbo! You good job. Jumbo. Here it is. Hi. Mambo.
Those are tents already set up. Pretty cool how the clouds roll through here. We're in the moorland on the edge of the rainforest. Just settling down after the long hike. Actually sunted this morning. Caroline's getting pampered here. Look at this. This is like a 5-star spa resort.
Seriously.
Pretty nice. Especially considering how far they have to go to get the water. Interesting that your feet fit in the bucket.
Yours don't?
No. Oh my gosh. No.
Oh my gosh. Wow. What? Oh my gosh, it has our names on it.
That's
Look at that. Wow. That is so cool. Oh my goodness. Woo! Oh my gosh. I cannot believe. Yay!
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
This cake is next level. We've got the buttercream and the intricate pipe work. All of it was done without counters, without an oven, in a tent at 10,000 feet on Kilimanjaro. I am so amazed. And the fluffy cake, the sponge is so light, and that buttercream, that just hits the spot. Perfect recovery food after the mountain. What do you guys think? Good?
So good.
After I went to the hospital, the next day I started feeling better, and I just experienced the hotel that day. There were beautiful grounds and the pool, so I did that. And then Aggie, of course, was there checking on me, and she asked me if I wanted to go to church with her the next day. And that's not my usual experience. So I said, sure. Yeah, I mean, I need to experience this. I need to go to church with Aggie. So she came and picked me up in the morning. Luckily I had bought a shawl in one of the markets we had gone to on the first few days. And so I had some, because I needed to cover my arms. And we walked to church, which was about 45 minutes to get to church. And then it began a service that was 3.5 hours long. The first 2 hours was almost total singing, dancing, just joyfulness. There was a guitar, there were drums.
They have you introduce yourself or
Then
anything?
the minister came, and yes, I had to stand up and talk to the congregation. I was the only white person in the church. And so I introduced myself, and then he started to give his sermon, and I was just enjoying listening to it because it was all in Swahili. And then all of a sudden, a gal comes and sits down next to me, and she said, you know, the minister sent me to be your interpreter. Well, one of the first questions she asked me was, well, do you have your Bible? And I said, no, I don't have a Bible. And then she's like, well, you have it on your phone. And I said, no, I don't have it on my phone. And then I realized Aggie has her phone open, and she's going to the passages on her phone. So they have the Bible downloaded onto their phones. And so she's showing me transcripts, and it got a little awkward. You know, she was going, well, you know this book of something. And I said, no, I really don't. And she goes, well, how do you worship? And I said, well, we worship by going out into nature. That's the way that I worship. And I don't think that went over 100% with her. But it was what it was. So we got through, and then we had to do offerings, and that was awkward. I wasn't sure how much I should offer, but we all went up and gave offerings, and then they sang some more. It was quite an experience. I'm so happy I did it, but it was very, very long. Yeah. And we walked back to the hotel, and then I asked Aggie if I could treat her to lunch, and she just, oh no, I can't do that. I'm not allowed to do that. And I persisted a little bit, and so she called Angel, and Angel gave her permission to go to lunch with me. And so we had quite a long lunch too. It was interesting because I had just a few French fries, a few this and that left over, and I offered them. She ate every morsel. She wasn't going to leave anything behind, and she was very appreciative. She'd probably never eaten in the rest. She had other clients at this hotel, but she had never been asked to join them, so it was very special.
Okay, packing up our final camp here, heading down. We've had a great trip, and we'll be sad to be off the mountain, and also super excited, as usual with camping and expeditions. It'll be nice to get in the shower and have a bed and all those kind of things. But yeah, flat ground, that'll be key. But it's been great. We've got a walk out of about a little over 5 miles and almost 5,000 birds. Here we go.
We just stepped into the rainforest from the moorland, and it's a pretty abrupt transition. You can tell right away. We're getting into these bigger trees. It's just beautiful.
Final day, a walk out through the rainforest. Very cool trail. I don't think the video will do it justice, but it's really cool.
The rainforest has so many beautiful plants and flowers. It's really fun to see them blooming, especially after just yesterday we were up high in the Alpine where hardly anything is growing except for some lichen, and some mice live there, the robins too. But just check this out. Oh, it's so beautiful. The moss everywhere, and these huge old growth forests. And the air is so humid too. Okay, quick shot of these and then put the camera away. Check these out. Woo!
Holy shit.
Oh.
That was awesome.
I I have to do that.
I gotta do it one more time. So cool.
Oh my God.
So cool.
Hello. Hello from Tanzania. Canopy has gotten higher as we have descended. Cool. I'm trying to spot the monkeys. Hard to spot, especially with the tricky footing.
We're on the home stretch. We dropped 14,000 feet from the summit of Kilimanjaro to where we are now. And I was just saying, there aren't that many mountains in the world with that kind of vertical relief.
Pretty cool. We've come down a long way. Knees are feeling a little bit, but we'll be able to take a load off soon. As we approached the bottom of the mountain, I think there was anticipation with all of us because we knew we were hoping, we planned on Cindy being there, and we knew that that was going to be an emotional reunion because we hadn't been with her for the last 5 nights, and she was a huge part of the trip, and we were missing her, but also wanted to make sure that she was feeling okay health-wise. So I think there was this anticipation building, and when we saw her, it was kind of just as expected. Hugs all around, and she was feeling better, and she was excited for us, but of course had missed us immensely as we had missed her, so it was really great to see her.
Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni wakaribishwa Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata, hakuna matata, tulianza Machame, hakuna matata, tukaenda Shida, hakuna matata, tena jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni wakaribishwa Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata, tulienda Baranko, hakuna matata, tukaenda Karanga, hakuna matata, jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni wakaribishwa Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata, hakuna matata, tukaenda Kosoko, hakuna matata, jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni wakaribishwa Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata.
Wachanunga. Wachanunga.
Wachanunga. Wachanunga.
Wachanunga.
Wachanunga.
Wachanunga.
Wachanunga.
Wachanunga. Wachanunga. Wachanunga. Wachanunga. Wachanunga.
Chanu. Wow.